Tonight in the game against the Syracuse Crunch, it was 1-0 Crunch, and then right there, Sam Annis with a nice assist over to Sven Berchi, who went up the ice for the goal to tie it 1-1. Annis said after the game that was a pre-planned move they had. And then later on, Annis with an interception after a pass comes out from behind the net, and then he scores his third goal of the year. Ties the game up at 2 at that point in the first. That was the score at the first break. And now check this out. Well, Lockwood close. A shot by Nikita Alexandrov comes right back to him. He plucks it from the air and then shoots again. The second time goes to the back of the net. So that makes it a tie score 3-3. Actually, it was 3-2. Then the Crunch tied it up 28 seconds later to make it 3-3 at the second break. Then Syracuse scored 38 seconds into the third period to take the lead 4-3 and keep the lead. Wound up getting an empty netter at the end, 5-3 final. Utica's power play went 0 for 2. The PK went 1 for 2, allowing one power play goal with a second left in the man advantage for Syracuse. CULL says that the Comets' special teams was just average tonight, but he says the teams played a pretty evenly matched game.
They have certain guys that are, pretty good hockey players. I mean, their top line is probably the best line in the league right now. I mean, you can see where those guys are there and how they're winning awards and how they're, they're a pretty tough group to check. And I think their D group has been overhauled the last 2 weeks, and it's as good as, we haven't seen a 6D like that from top to bottom. So it's, can they make good plays? Absolutely. Do I feel like we skated with them tonight? Yeah, for sure. Like I said, fortunate bounce to start the third, but I thought we held our own the whole way. They just ended up on the right side tonight.
Just kind of the back and forth of the whole game was just seemed like one of those games right from the start. And unfortunately, we didn't come out on the right end, but I thought for the most part we were pretty solid in our structure as opposed to some of the games we've played against them.
Comets forward Lucas Jasek added that it felt like a playoff game, except for the fact that he says it feels like the teams are playing 10 games in a row against each other, and that's because the Comets are now 5-6-0 against Syracuse this season, 11 total games. As far as the chase for the top spot in the North Division by points percentage goes, if Utica does win all 6 remaining games, it would have a .660 points percentage, which currently is only good enough for third place.